So yeah, you move out to BC. How did the fight come about? The upcoming fight.
Um, I mean, there's just, I didn't even know like Vancouver is a big boxing town. I was just focusing on my element, right?
Yeah.
I'm an investment broker. I run my own company, and I was just boxing wasn't really on the front line of things. But like I said, I have my guy out, Jonathan Quintet out here. He's got his own gym, Quintet Boxing, and just started training. My manager Dan McGarvey started throwing out some names, and I'm like, you know what? Like it's been a minute since I fought Flores in 2019. Let's fight. Let's do it. Like obviously got to get in shape. Obviously got to put in the work, which I've been doing. And a couple of names came up. I honestly just said yes to all of them. I mean, I don't really need to throw names out there that didn't, that the fights didn't materialize, but eventually they got this gentleman that I'm fighting here in 9 short days here. I can't even pronounce his last name, to be honest with you.
Oh, dude, I tried.
He's from Montreal. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything. I just honestly don't know how to pronounce his name correctly, right?
Oh yeah.
And so they said they offered me this fight, and I said absolutely. And then they said 8 rounds. I'm like, no problem. We can do 8 rounds. I mean, we did 10 straight just yesterday. We can do 10 straight final rounds tomorrow. So we're in terrific shape. I don't really know too much about him. My guy Jonathan Quinn did the homework. We've crossed all the X's and O's. We've been doing this for a minute, bro. So, this is nothing new. And we just want to give the fans a great fight. We want to get out there. We want to get back in action. We want to just continue the momentum, right? Because during COVID, it's really easy to just and we've seen that people get down, they get depressed, and they feel like society, restaurants and businesses being closed, it's easy just to become pessimistic of everything. And I'm really doing my best with and people around me to get something going, get a movement going, saying, hey, it's cool to have events. It's cool to get out there. It's good to get in the gym. Follow COVID protocol, but don't let COVID protocol not allow you to live life, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like in last year, I think you had possibly a couple fights lined up, but those ended up falling through. What ended up happening to make those fall through?
Yeah, COVID, bro. I mean, I had fights set up in April, May last year, and they postponed it to June, and then just straight up got canceled, right? Like I said, it was unfortunate. So I just kind of, did what I had to do, just get back working, get back getting on the grind, growing. Like I said, I never stopped just being part of the economy, helping businesses grow. I just always was going in various different formats. And so, but after a while, like I said, it's just once you have the boxing bug, you just want to get back in the gym. You want to get back in the ring. You want to fight. And I just feel tremendous right now, man. I've never physically, you always doubt yourself after you've been out of it for a bit, but I feel as good as ever right now. I'm ready to go right now. 9 days out. We're excited. My team is really pumped for this.
With these belts that are at stake, was that something that they added after the fact, or was that like what they threw in to sweeten the deal to get the fight?
No, made? I didn't even know about that. Like I said, I just agreed to the fight, and then they build up this whole concept of East versus West, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm cool with it. I like the idea, Vancouver-based fighter of the West versus the Montreal-based fighter out of the East, and the winner moves on to bigger and better things. And I just feel I'm the better fighter. That's what I'm out to prove in 9 days. Right, I'm really, really hungry to prove that.
Yeah, and like looking at the competition that you guys have both faced, so like, for example, you've lost your last 3 fights, but they were tremendous fighters. And like looking at where they're at now, those 3 fighters that you lost to, they're doing really well. And Flores is like one of the hottest names out there in boxing.
Yeah.
What do you take from those
fights? Dude, losses are overrated in boxing because there's guys that they got 20 wins, 20-0, and they fought nobody. And they
Exactly.
step up on ESPN or PBC and they get knocked out. So what was
Exactly.
it for? I've been fighting the best, amateur and pro. Yeah, I could have taken easy fights. Yeah, I could have bought my fights like a lot of fighters do, but I just didn't see the sense in that. I don't get up. Like it's hard for me to get up for fights where I just like you're gonna get the W and you're just like you're not eating training and you let all the glory get to your head, and then to me, what's the point of that? I much more appreciate fighting on ESPN on a regular
Mhm.
against big names. All fights were close. All fights were competitive, right? I went into their hometown and made them earn those W's, and I never got hurt, touched up in any of those fights. I almost knocked out John Joe in Philly. I was close, and the Flores fight. I mean, give the kid his due. I mean, he's young, he's flashy, and he beat me that night. I take nothing from him. I would love a rematch one in the near future if I can get a couple W's here, which is the plan.
Yeah.
Something that I'm working for. But like you said, we're fighting some of the best names out there. Which how many other Canadian based fighters are doing that?
Well, there's not a lot because
Really,
I mean
not. I
those records are getting
mean,
tacked.
the only guys that are doing that are you talking about the world champions?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about like John Pascal, who's world. I mean, the only guys that are actually fighting anyone are like the elite world champions right now.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
terms of top contenders, there's no one really going out and fighting U.S. fighters or Olympic champions. And like I said, teach their own. I'm not discrediting them or taking anything away from them, right? But I just feel if you're not in it to challenge yourself in the sport, you're not willing to fight the very best at the top level. What are you doing it for? Are you just doing it for the fake glory? And there's no money in boxing unless you're at the very elite level or on network television. So what's the purpose of it?
Oh, for
That's
sure.
that's just my idea of it. Like I said, everyone's got perspective, right? So,
Yeah.
and you gotta have fun, bro. If you're not having fun, what are you doing it for? No, what's the point of getting punched in the face if you're not having,
I
you
mean,
know?
unless it's something that turns you on, who.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
kind of weird fetish onto its own, right?
so, so from those last three fights, what do you take from those fights into this fight? Like, what did you learn in those fights?
You just there's certain things you can't teach, right? Getting onto the grand stage against those elite fighters, um, there's just a certain element, there's an aura, there's a prestige that you just can't learn in the gym. You have to go through it
Mhm.
in the big stage, the big crowds. You have to feel it. You have to go through it, and there's no other way about it. So just I feel like things just kind of slow down. You're much more calm. You're much more relaxed. You're just nothing really phases me anymore. You know what I mean? Whereas before, I was just kind of, you're just not unsure of yourself. You're not sure you can do it.
Mhm.
You're not sure you're able to match with some of the world's best. So now I feel there's no question, and I'm just very, very confident right now. It's a new me. It's a better me. And like I said, we have a lot to prove, but that's what we're gonna do in 9 days.
How's the ring rest? Well, some fighters don't believe in ring rest, but how do you
I don't
feel
I don't
towards it?
feel it. No, it's ring rust. Ring rust is real. It's very real. It's more about timing and the mental element, your footwork. I mean, like you said, you don't use it, you lose it, right? But thank goodness, like I said, physically, mentally, I feel better than ever. So I don't foresee any ring rust. Um, I I feel great, man. Like I said, I'm sparring numerous, like with the throwing out fresh sparring partners, to make me work during sparring. Good young kids, good young amateurs, a couple pros, and man, like I said, bro, I'm out to prove something here.
What was that first day in the gym like?
Oh, it was funny, man. Jonathan's like, man, you look fat, you look out of shape. I'm
Uh,
like, come on, bro, be easy on me, man. I've been out of it for a minute. So
it's,
it's more of just checking yourself. Yeah, checking your ego at the door and just putting in that work, just grinding, right?
it's
Just
all those
getting back.
ideas, right?
Yeah, all those Doritos, all those tacos, those
Oh,
jellas, you know.
that's a good life.
I know, I miss it already.
Yeah. So, where do you feel a win takes you, and where do you feel a loss takes you at this point?
No, no, we can't lose. This
Yeah,
there's no laws. There's no such thing. We're gonna win this fight. We're gonna win these belts, and when we get these belts, we're gonna just get an even bigger fight. You know, so like I said, I'm not underestimating my opponent, and I'm not taking anything away from him. Yeah, he's tough. Yeah, he's got that strong build. He got a nice record, whatever. But I'm just very confident in myself right now, and we've done the homework. We crossed all the X's and O's, and we're gonna get this W, and then we're gonna move on to bigger, better things. That potentially is, you know, a unification national fight, maybe a North American title fight, whatever. Back on network television. You know me, bro. I'm gonna fight anybody.
oh yeah, for sure. So this is your first fight with this promoter. Is it a one-off, or do you did you sign on to do a couple fights?
I mean, we've been getting along pretty good. It's just a one-off at the moment. Like I said, it's more one-off because, like I said, with the COVID, there's no fans in attendance, so
Mhm.
the budget is somewhat restricted because I mean, essentially, the only revenue is coming in from the streaming service, right?
For sure.
Uh, so yeah, we're just taking it one fight at a time, and they've been good to me, man. I mean, I have nothing but respect for them because they've been nothing but good to me. You know, they've been straight up with me. No, like you know, how some of these promoters are. They're just all about themselves, or they care about more about their own ego or their own uh, spin on things than they actually do about the fighters themselves, right?
Yeah,
So this with this promotion, it seems like they really do care about the boxers more than just themselves. So and that's what it should be, right? It should be about the fighters, the boxers, not just the promotion. Because at the end of the day, right, it's the fighters that are doing the entertainment, the ones that are fighting, the ones that are potentially risking their lives in the ring. So
exactly. That's how I felt for a long time. Like certain promoters, all over the world, they they just want to get as much money as they can without because they're not the ones taking the punches, right?
mhm.
And they want to keep a lot of the stuff in house so that they're not losing out on that money. When the goal in reality should be get your guys to fight the best opposition that's out there, because when they do that,
Yeah,
they're going to build their name bigger and more money will come as you keep doing that.
and put on a good show so people want to see the future events, right? If you're just putting in a fighter against a nobody and you know who's going to win, and you do that over and over again, eventually the fans get bored. They're like, "Well, we're paying all this good money, but we already know the result."
Oh yeah, for sure.
So so yeah, no, it's good. Empire Promotions, check it out. April 30th, here from Vancouver. It's gonna be good, man. Like I said, there's a lot of good undercard bouts. And I promise from my end, like this fight, just look at the ingredients, man. Good strong amateur or good strong African fighter against Mexican style fighter who always comes to fight. Man, this is gonna be fireworks, man. The ingredients are there just for a firefight, you know. And I can't wait. I've been working hard. I'm hungry, and I just want to get in there, man. It's different. The fire is different.
Mhm.
So
if if things continue if things continue like COVID wise, exactly how it is now, and you're still able to do these fights, in closed doors, how many times would you like to fight this year?
let's go. I mean, I like to fight at least two more times.
Mhm.
I don't see how I'm not going to fight two more times because I'm a really exciting fighter, man. Like look where I've been fighting. I've been fighting in the U.S. against the very elite. Now I'm back home, and I'm taking all that experience, all that knowledge, everything. I feel physically better than ever. I know how to be in action-packed fights. I know how to give the fans what they're looking for in entertainment, and I know how to hype this too. And you'll see that in the promo video that's going to come out in the next couple of days. I know how to build fights. There's a press conference on Saturday. Trust me, it's going to be beautiful. I know how to get people up and excited for fights, and this is just the beginning of a beautiful thing coming up. So ideally, I like to fight, Mexican Independence Day, September 16th, and after this one, and then maybe like November or December about to finish off. Yeah, that'd be like I said. I want to stay active. And I'm not saying I won't fight more because once you're in shape, once you've already fought a fight, and pending that you didn't take too much damage, which I haven't in any of my fights, you can fight in like a month or two, man. Like it's old school, right? Like I fought how many times as an amateur? Like you'd fight 3, 4, 5 times in a row against the world's best, right? So yeah, I'm down for whatever, bro. I just want to fight. I want to be in the ring. I want to be active and entertain you guys. That's the number one thing.
And a couple years ago, I believe it was, you had plans on moving to LA. What happened there?
Bro, it's messy, man. Yeah, it's just same deal, bro. Just dealing with shady management, man. Shady promotion. They offer you false promises, and you get down there and it's a whole bunch of bullshit, right? So that's what it is, man. And you see it a lot too, especially down there. You like see certain promoters or managers just trying to take advantage of fighters. And it's still something that I want to do. I still have some friends and associates down in LA. So once the border does open, I will be heading back to LA because I love being at the wild card, training with Freddie Roach, training at what's it called, East Side Boxing. We down there as well, in La Habra Boxing. So there's a lot of brilliant gyms, a lot of good boxers, and like I said, you get the highest quality sparring, highest quality training. So once the border does open, I will be heading back down there. But you got to understand it too, right? Unless you're a world champion and making a few 100,000 or a few million from boxing, you have to work for a living.
For sure.
So yeah, if you don't have that U.S. passport, U.S. residence, it's what are you gonna do for work, right? So yeah.
And boxers are a dime a dozen down there. Here, it's more of a rarity, right?
It is, yeah. So that's it. That's it right there. So yeah, it's a hot spot down there, man. So I would love to get down there, but like I said, unfortunately, last time it didn't work out with the people that I was working at the time. But that's okay. Move forward, and like I said, I feel everything. I shouldn't say it. They say everything happens for a reason. So I have to believe that I'm here in Vancouver and I'm fighting in 9 days for the unified national titles. You gotta love it. You gotta be happy about that, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Now you said something earlier about not thinking of Vancouver as a fight town. Now that you're actually there, what's it like? Because I don't know much about Vancouver and the fight scene there.
No, it's not a fight town, but you can see that it's got the potential, right? People, particularly like the younger generation, they do appreciate the sweet science. They love going to the gym. They love learning about it. So it's not a fight town in the sense like like Montreal or Los Angeles. But you can see that if we build it and we build a good product and we give the fans great fights, then who knows, maybe 2-3 years down the road, it could be a fight city because the economy here is booming, man. I mean, there's everywhere you go, there's a lot of work, a lot of construction. Real estate is going through the roof over here. So there's a lot of foreign investment, right? So why not get some of that foreign investment into boxing, right, and bring some of the best fighters from around the world over to Vancouver? It's a beautiful city, bro.
And it's definitely got the population too.
Yeah. So it's Northern Hollywood, they call it sometimes. So man, it'd be nice. It'd be sweet, and to be part of that, right? So that's another really part that's exciting. So and main event, man. Like I said, I just asked to fight. This was kind of they just gave this to me, so I'm like, all right, well, I'll do it. And I'm excited.
Do you feel any pressure being in the main event?
I give the only pressure that I feel is that you do have to, you're built, like, you have to understand when people purchase the fights, even if they're purchasing it for the undercard. They want to see the very best in the main event, but I don't feel any pressure because I know I'm going to bring it. I know that I'm ready. I know I'm going to give a fabulous fight, and I'm ready to entertain. So, no, there's no pressure. I'm going to go out on my shield and give something special in 9 days. And the fans are going to be excited. They're going to be pumped about this one.
And you said you're going to go out there, give it your all, and I don't doubt that. But it doesn't always work out that way because sometimes the opponent doesn't give you the type of fight that you want. What type of fight do you expect from Muhammad?
Oh no, it's a simple case of there's nothing he can really show me that I haven't seen already or I can adjust to. So it's just about adjusting in the fight, man. Like
Mhm.
if like you're saying, no, the opponent might not give you what you want, but that's okay. Whatever he presents, I will adapt to. Whatever fight he wants to fight, we can fight. If he wants to box, we can box. If he wants to, give a Mexican style firefight, we can do that too. It's whatever he wants. Like I'm not really too concerned from that element. So